So part one of this lesson is attracting your audience. And I want to say that audience is everything. And it should be an ongoing activity where you do at least one thing every day to grow your audience, even if you have an audience already, because that, over time, whether it's algorithms working against you or just people's waning interest being busy with other things, you have to keep growing it. But I would say if you don't have an audience yet, you need to do many things each day for a while until it starts growing, but then, turn it into a consistent process for yourself. When we're talking about audience, I think of it as two key components. That there's your mailing list and there's your community. So it doesn't matter what what you actually build to create. Like the mailing list obviously is an autoresponder, service or a mailing list service. But the community can be built wherever, whether it's a social media, blog, a podcast. You want one kind of hub for it, Facebook groups. But I would say that, just a regular social media account maybe is not exactly a community. You want to be able to really interact and make people feel like they belong to it. But the overall thing is, I want to stress, is don't worry about being everywhere. Everyone thinks, okay, well, I need to get on Instagram. I got to be on TikTok. I got to be here. And maybe you'll be using all those tools in some way, somehow. But the key is you're still trying to get people to the mailing list and into your community. Those are ultimately where you want the people to be. We happen to use Aweber, and we're actually going to talk about Aweber to do that. But there are lots of other services like MailChimp, GetResponse, Constant Contact. If you know kind of what you're looking for and you don't have it yet, you can look at the features. But if you are not sure, just use Aweber. They're all very much the same.
They have actually improved a lot in the last few
Yeah.
years. Before they were a little bit tricky, but now they're a very complete system, in my opinion, or almost.
Yeah. So, but that platform is your selling tool, right? That's where you're going to send the more commercial messages. And I do agree about Aweber, but there's always things that will make you pull your hair out about it too. But that's the same no matter what you do. All right. And then the community, which is a place to interact and makes, feels more exclusive than something like social media, like a social media account. We use Facebook groups because that's where our audience hangs out on Facebook. You might have something different. You can also, host a community from your own site. And I've also done that very successfully but that was previous to social media. Now it's sometimes easier, even though you're building on someone else's platform, right? Which, sometimes we want to keep it for ourselves, but at least, you're not asking people to take time out of the day to come to your community. It's something they're already doing in their day. So they're going to Facebook, for example, and then they see you because that's where your community is. So it's already kind of built into their day. And there's people in the chat. If you're here, there's people making sharing what they're using. Like Christy says she uses Kajabi as an all-in-one thing, and might use Aweber to just follow the process. It's up to you. I honestly don't. I think if Kajabi works for you, keep doing that. And Sally has courses hosted in Samcart. So yeah, whatever works for you.
If you would like to have access to the entire class recording, then check out the link in the description section below.